We are live with today's Sub Request Sunday stream, continuing on with 100%ing Twilight Princess. So I'm just going to share that on all the social medias, and then we'll hop into the game. So yeah, Twilight Princess got a decent amount of stuff done. The main thing we have left is still have post souls, fish stuff, and then mini games. The big one is roll goal, but there's like the other mini games where like we can still max out our scores and such. Probably, at least at the start, I think the plan is to concentrate on roll goal. But let's just hop on in. Hopefully volume is at a good level. You can let me know in chat if I need to turn the game up or down at all. I might fiddle with it a bit once we hop into the game myself, depending on what it looks like, but... So yeah, as you can see, you know, you have all the hearts. It's all good. I'll go to the neighborhood. Okay, so we have 38 of the 60 postal, so that's something we still have a lot to do. Golden bugs we got all of, letters we have all of. Fish journal we don't have much of. That's my money, 59. So right off the hop we're gonna spend some time with the roll goal. I can't remember if that costs money or not. It's been a little while since I played last. But it's all good. Okay. So the roll goal minigame we enter by looking... okay, so it does cost money. We'll play for 5 rubies and 10 rubies if you make the goal. Want to play? Yep. Okay. So this is motion. Oh, right. Okay. I need to take this off. Take off the take off this strap. Oh, that was way too much. So we'll do this until we're out of money, which will be very quickly at this rate. But yeah. You know, this is kind of reminiscent of what we're doing in Super Monkey Ball right now on Fridays. Not exactly, because that doesn't use motion controls. Although I'm pretty sure there's like one or more Super Monkey Ball games on the Wii that do use touch controls. Ooh. Okay, we get 2 more chances after this. Then we're out of money. Ooh. And No. Okay, so that's unfortunate. But it is what it is. Let's go do something else then. Let's see here. How do we go to the different... Okay, so we do still need one of the bottles. Which is in the fishing hole... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Which is in the fishing hole somewhere. According to my notes. So let's see if we can find it. There's a piece of heart that was over there earlier. So I feel like that's not where it is. The waterfalls, I'm thinking, might be connected to where the last bottle is. That's over here. So all I have in my notes is that it's in the fishing hole somewhere. Or it might be over... got some animals over here. Maybe they know something. Shining like that was mixed in with trash, so I assume swim threw away, right? Just litter by some people reel in trash. People who litter will never make good fishermen. That's what I say. I wonder, can I get up here? Nope. Where is my... How to use the fishing rod again? Caught a green gill, nice. I've caught one of those before. Caught 4 of them, in fact. 13 inches is the biggest I've caught. I haven't caught a whole lot of fish, because I'm not very good at it. Oh. Hmm. Anyone have like a good explanation for how the fishing works in this game? Because I've never really been particularly good at it. Caught a twig. Cool, cool. Green gill. No. Yeah, not very good at the fishing thing. What's over here? Well, that didn't work. Oh, okay, well I found the bottle. I can use this, but it'll clean up the waterway in process. 2 birds, 1 stone. Well, score. Got the bottle. I was not actually expecting it to be there. Green gill, 14 inches. Nice. Nice. I reckon the fish journal has been updated. Awesome. So now we just... So I guess... Am I gonna be wanting to, like... 14 inches. Okay. You know, it's nighttime, so we're gonna go... I'm not supposed to enter any post holes here. Or pose here. So it's nighttime, we should actually maybe go searching for some poles, some pose. Actually, wait, where can we all warp to? Okay, well we can warp here, okay. So if I can... So when it's day again, I can like warp back here. After going... Okay, that's just a bug. Okay. You actually decide where I'm wanting to go. Because there could be pose anywhere. I mean, I've gotten 38 out of 60, so that means just over half. Is there any way to know where I've gotten them? Or because that was a nice thing with, like, say the within Ocarina of Time with the Gold Skull Tulas. I'm actually going to turn the game audio down a bit. I feel like it might be a bit on the loud side. Let me know in chat if it was actually good, if I should turn it back, but I'm going to turn it down just a bit. Just to be on the safe side. There we go. Now, every time you can look at the map to see whether or not an area you had gotten all the Gold Skull Tulas. You know, it would be nice if there was something similar with Poe Souls in this game, but I don't believe there is. So it's just kind of like wandering around. There's something over that way. Oh, it's just an insect. It's just kind of wandering around and seeing what you can find. So we might have to do, right now I'm just kind of wandering around aimlessly, but what we might have to do is start like a very systematic search area by area. And see what we can find. Wait, is that an insect? Yeah. Because I know the Poes have like a lantern thing. So I... Well, when I'm seeing the insects being all glowy and such. Yeah, that was your last arrow you were firing there, buddy. Last arrow. Now I get your arrows. There's another insect over there, yeah. And the thing is, because Poes can also... Wait a second. Is that chest? Is that chest still closed? How? Oh. That's something we have to do yet. No, that's wrong. Menu, we need Dominion Rod. is that camera doing? Okay, that should work. I think. If I, you know... jump at the right angle. Okay, no, well, you're going to need to move it over a little bit. Okay, yeah, that works. I just need to not jump off right away. Okay, so I need to roll and jump. This is probably rubies, because I feel like I probably got this previously. Oh, yeah. And possibly just didn't have any room in my wall at the time or something. Okay. Let's head back there. We got some decent rupees. We can try the roll goal minigame again some. And then... yeah, so I'm also realizing that for me, for 100%ing this, I'm also going to need to be not only catching each fish, but getting like the largest possible of each fish. Not sure, I'm going to have to look into that a bit, and then... and also, actually, thinking about it, it also shows how many I've caught of each type of fish. I'm just gonna have to like max that number out because that's just kind of person I am. This is all long-term stuff, of course, but okay. Okay, let's try this some more. Yep, I understand the rules. Yeah, that... you have so little time to slow down and stop after that second red section, because you have to go fast enough to get through the dip. I mean, like even the first section I often fail at, because you need to go fast enough to go through the dip, and then you have to slow down so that you don't go off the edge. It's just a very delicate balancing act. We've never quite gotten the hang of. had it, but then I messed up. Because I was up there, I'd stop, but then I went back down. So that was not half bad, actually, thinking about it. Because, like, I just need to do a bit better than that one time. Because if I can stop on that second green section there, well, got it. I think I have to leave and come back then to get the next level. Yeah, because being a roll goal is my main, or working a roll goal is my main thing I want to be working on today. Yep. 1-8. Oh god, okay. Yeah, so this is takes it to a whole new level. I wonder if you could build somehow ramp over to that end section, just like skip a good chunk of it. Also, this minigame on the GameCube, I guess, just uses the crap. Just uses the control stick, so that would actually be very similar to Super Monkey Ball, which we've been playing on Fridays. Okay. Nope. I'm not looking forward to this part. I almost had it there though that time. It was my first time making up to that section, I still almost had it. Okay. Well, she's getting rich off of me playing that minigame. That is true enough. It's raining. thought we had a fish on the line. So the thing goes down. The thing went down, but I guess it didn't go down enough. Green gill, 15 inches. Nice. So a new size record. Let's grab that heart. Hey, Axeman, welcome in. How's it going? How are you doing? Didn't have a fish on the line. Get the hang of the fishing eventually. Is there rather early? Oh, you're super sleepy? Oh, no. I get that. Sleepiness is a definite mood. Bag of rupees. Nice. Okay. That means we get to do some more rounds of roll goal. No worries. Just chill quietly if that is what you want. Lurkers are always welcome here. Didn't quite get that. Oh, too much. Okay. Whoa, I cannot believe I didn't draw. Oh, crap. Can't believe the ball didn't fall a lot sooner on that last attempt. Okay, let's just reset. Okay, there we go. No. Got impatient there. You gotta be patient with this. Well, gotta take your time, because like you have a lot of time. 3 minutes. Well, I feel like this would probably be a lot easier on the GameCube version with the joystick instead of motion controls. Okay, let's try, well. Oh, okay, okay. No. No. And use up all my money again, as you do. Oh, it's not raining anymore. Okay, I was like, can I fish while I'm underwater? The answer is no, no I cannot. But we can kind of swim around, see where fish are situated. all that jazz. Could also maybe go fishing somewhere else. Because I can't go fishing while I'm actually in the water. Even if I can take out my fishing rod. That's interesting. We're gonna warp somewhere else. We're gonna see what I can catch in Lake Helia. And then do that until nightfall, then we're gonna go start searching some more for some pose. I think what we're gonna do is go all the way down, like, bottom of the map, what's it called, like, Orden Village, that area. And try, let's see here, I'm not seeing any... Not seeing any fish here, though. And then we're gonna, like, yeah, start from the bottom of the map. Start looking for, okay. Can't warp while I'm underwater. What if I'm... No. I don't see any fish in the Lake Helia here. I know we can catch fish in, like, back in our home, so we might just go there, and then do some fishing there, and then when night hits... Oh. When night hits, we can go searching around there. Get rid of any pose down there. And then kind of start working our way north. Oh, also, while we're... Yeah. No, that's not what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Okay, and now so we don't accidentally go using them. Let's put that on, and sure. Okay. That's how I look at the map without warping. Okay, so that's the ranch, that's the village. Okay, so we'll do it province by province and try to locate everything. So at all the post holes, we'll just because there's no way to go straight to night or anything in this game. So yeah, we'll do some fishing while we wait for night to hit. Ordon catfish, 14 inches from Ordon like Link. Okay. So that's something we didn't have yet. I wonder how high the size of each of these fish can get, and how many it'll track up to, like 99, 999. Based on the amount of space in that rectangle, I'd say either 999 or possibly 9,999. No, didn't mean to put it away. Fishing actually in this is not difficult. Near as I can tell, you just wait for it to go down and then just pull it up and then just hold the Wiimote up. I always had trouble with it, but apparently that's all there is to it. I'm not sure why I always had trouble with this in the past. Maybe I thought there was more to it. We're just going to get rid of all the fish here. Green gill, 15 inches. No. Thought I hooked it, but did not. See this fish swimming quickly over to it? Green gill, 15 inches. Oh, thought I hooked something. That's the only real difficult part is when you think you've hooked something but you haven't. Green gill, 15 inches. Oh. There, I thought I hooked something that I thought I didn't, and then I had. Word on catfish. Also, like, wait. It does turn to night while you're in here, does it? Or does it not? Is it just gonna, in this town, just stay day and as long as we're in here? Green gill, 16 inches. New size record. Nice. That's awesome. Setting the records. One's only 15 inches. Yeah, I'm wondering exactly how big each of the fish can get. Because, like, in Ocarina of Time, apparently, what I've heard... Well, is that... as you keep playing, the largest possible fish keeps getting bigger and bigger. So if you catch, like... So let's say, like, the largest possible fish is, like, 20, and you catch a 20. Suddenly now, the largest possible fish is, like, I don't know, 21, 22, whatever. And it keeps going up as you catch bigger and bigger fish. It's what I've heard. Don't know how accurate that is. Don't know if that's the case here as well. Okay, we're about to get... It's like all these Ordon catfish we're catching appear to be exactly 14. We haven't caught anything larger or smaller as far as those go. The green gills caught a few different sizes of... From like 14 to... Was it 16? Was that the largest, or 17? Oh, then took one there. More fish seem to keep being in the water, so we don't seem to be running out of fish to catch. So that's nice. That one went way too long, I got bored. Okay. Well, that didn't work out. Yeah, so green gull 16 is the largest. Huh. Because the picture of the Ordon catfish is drawn much larger than the green gill, but that's just because of the... I think because the fact that the Ordon is longer than it is wide or whatever. Or tall or whatever. That's why they draw it larger for that reason. Okay, let's go green gill coming in. Or maybe not. Another Ordon catfish. Is time just frozen here? I think it might be. So we're not going to get to night while we're in here. So I'll quick... Let me check something over here. In regards to if this minigame keeps track of your score, your best time. Because if it does... Where are you? No, I definitely want to get the best possible score. I think I need to talk to you while I'm actually on Pona here, right? Wow, somebody's angry. Okay. Oof, one lone goat remains. So the best time I could find for this online was 15 seconds. But clearly my time here of like a minute 48 is nowhere near that. But I don't think it saves your time. Your best time. So, as such, that's not something I'm worried with. Because like, if it kept track of your best time, I would definitely be wanting to get that time down. You'll even come back and just check to make sure. But I feel like... He didn't say anything the first time there. Oh. Can I go in here? Okay, I can. We can just let the goats eat a messy looking letter like this. Can we? Can we really? Also, I just got them into the barn. How do they get into their individual stalls like that? Is the sun moving while I'm over here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so I have to wait till the next day anyway before I could talk to him again, but I'll do that after the next time we get to the day, but I'm fairly certain that it doesn't keep track of your best time, so as a result we're not going to be worrying about that. Link's house. Take out each of these targets just because we can. Well, my mic's placement is not ideal when I'm trying to, you know, do stuff that uses like the Wiimote and a sensor bar together. Which, you know, it is what it is. You know, you just gotta deal with that. But you can't roll when you're in your house. So why is it so dark? Where is... Oh. I had completely forgotten about it, apparently. Okay, confirm that Link is not a vampire. He has a reflection in that mirror. The fact that he's generally out during, you know, out in the sun is a pretty good indication as well, but, you know, it's always good to be certain. Okay. The fact that I actually missed that treasure chest means I should probably actually make sure to, like, thoroughly search everything. Not just for post holes, but just in general. The targets, they're back up. While I've been in here, somebody's been out there doing something sneaky. Also, I can change back into my... That's cool, but that takes up money. Back into my standard outfit. Yeah, somebody's been out here being all sneaky, setting up targets, putting that pumpkin back up. So, yeah, so we should go around. Okay, well, there's my horse. I just left it there. Make sure there's nothing else I'm missing or forgetting about. Milk, bee larva, lantern oil. Uses fishing bait. Interesting. can we get information? There we go. Draw hearts or briefly lose attack power. Okay, that's what that does. I probably want to change one of these bags into the other type of bomb, so I have like all 3 types of bombs. That'd probably be decent. Hold up to 100 arrows. Oh, nice. Okay, up to 30 bombs, 60 bombs, 60 bombs. So I have to keep one of these regular, one is water, and one is the other. Because there's 3 types of bombs and 3 bomb bags, so it makes sense to keep all 3 types. We'll do that when we can. Should I actually give them more in depth? No. So pretty much. I want to get the bee larva just because I want to see what the deal is with that. Milk. Eat them too. Could be for sure on set. Quarter heart per larva. Let's make sure to actually let's look at the description of it. I'm curious because well, so what's the point of using it? That's what I'm curious about at the moment. It's probably because that's something that isn't really a concern now that we have that coral earring, I wonder. In which case I just, waste my money buying that. But it's not like it's a big deal. Didn't cost much money, we've already probably got it back or close to. But I'm going to look up at some point a bit more about fishing in this game. But we'll worry about that later. What do you have to say for yourself? Link, save our takes. Yeah, no problem. No problem. And this is your house, I assume? Okay. It's not at all creepy. I did find the children. No problem. What is the point of that section up there, and how do you get up there? I mean, they'd probably just take the ladder, move it over there, and then get up there, and then otherwise just not go up there? I don't know. Seems a bit weird to have a section of your house that you couldn't just regularly get to like that. Okay. Oh, this... Keep going over here? No. Slide down if we keep going. And I'm just wandering around, making sure there's nothing around here that I've missed in my playthrough. This is the mayor's house, right? Yep. Ooh, you have a nice staircase here, not just a ladder. Nice fancy home for the mayor, where he does his mayoral things. Oh right, this is his wrestling area back here, where he does his wrestling thing. We have sumo part 1, grab opponents with A and push them, yeah. Part 2. Part 3. Keep pressing A to roll, but you can't do that inside the house. Treasure chest there. Interesting, interesting. Whatever was in the treasure chest we seemingly already got. There we go, much better being able to roll. The house over here. Is this the house? Okay, it's this house. Okay. Coolio, coolio. Yeah, we can go up here. Yeah, that's on this game where you can like just like leap up. Oh, that's just to get. Can we not get that down? Thought we could knock that down. But I guess not. What if... And hear me out here. Well, that worked. Those wasps didn't see it coming. Okay, now can we actually get up there, or... Yes, there is something up there to get to. I don't know if there is actually anything up there. But... Ah, rupees. Oh. It's cool, but not worth... Oh, it's locked, is it now? Fado's house. Was that... What's his name? That, with the wrangling of the goats and such. Okay, is the Tosh going to be passing while I'm out here? Can I see the sun from here, and if it's moving? Can't tell. Still can't tell. And this leaves the Ordon province and goes into the Farron province. From here, surely time is actually hopefully passing. So, kind of wander around here, not going too far, and then once night comes, head back, and start doing our search. So we're looking for the Poe souls. Well, looking for the Poe so we can get their souls. Oh, there's some fish here. Greengill, 15 inches. Greengill, 16 inches. Yeah, it's definitely getting dark here. Wait a bit longer. $16 This seems to just be green gills. Here. Oh, 16 inches. I thought that one was going to be a bit bigger. Okay, pretty dark. This might be the last fish we catch. Here. And a 16-incher. Seems like it's night, so let's go see if we can't find any pose. Oh, it's definitely night. There's stars in the sky. Stars in the sky light the way. The way to our destiny. I don't know what this song even is, if I'm just making it up. Or what. I don't know that there are any pose back here, but I also don't know that there aren't any. So we're going to Link's house. Even as a wolf, he can read. So that's cool. Okay. That's right, I can do that. Can I go through here? No. That's something I could go through like earlier, right? So can I go in here? Because it was locked earlier. Yeah, it's still locked. Okay. Yeah. Probably we would have noticed any pose around here when we were in here the last time. Excuse me, chicken, do you have any information? Eh. I'm okay with villagers being angry with me. Wouldn't be the first time, it will definitely not be the last. Okay. Doesn't seem there's any pose around here. Like I said, I probably would have noticed them the last time I came here, because there was a time earlier in the game where you come back here and it's at night, and I don't remember all the specifics, but I feel like when I was here back then, probably would have noticed. Well, what is all up here, if anything? Okay, my one other possibility, but I think Ordon Province is probably not the location of any pose, unless there's one like hiding back here. No. Figured that was a place that one could be hiding. So I'm going to say Ordon Province is good. It's lacking in the pose. So we can head on up. So next... next we're going to check Faron Province. And check that as thoroughly as we can. And just kind of do it province by province until we find everything. And the problem, of course, is that as time passes, because you can just find the pose at night, so of course that's going to cause some issues. That, you know, whenever day breaks, we'll have to do other stuff. We can, you know, do fishing or other stuff whenever that happens. Okay, so Faron Woods. So this little area here seems good. Luckily we can use the map, so like this little, what looks like basically an 8 on the map. Over here we have this, and that's obviously good. Like, you're not gonna... Luckily it like highlights individual areas on the little mini map there, so we can kind of use that. Forest Temple Path. Why is this... I think... Where? I think we're wanting to go through here. Search out this area first. Okay. Okay, there is... Wait, this looks like it's a dead end, maybe. Okay, yeah, there's a treasure chest there. Okay, well. Ooh, what's this? Oh, this puts back at the start. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, so that one's right there. That's actually very interesting. I didn't know that there was stuff like that. Never noticed that. Okay, that's another way in. I think there was a Poe down here at some point. Yeah, you have to be careful of going through there, that you're... Well... No, didn't mean to do that. Where did I come from? Where am I going? Over here. Jump across. That's where I fell down. Anything over here? Of interest? Doesn't look like it. Here's something, though. Nice solid 10 rupees. Okay, go through here. Seems some other stuff back there that we're going to want to search out, but this is like a one-way thing, so... as well. And this is where we get the lantern oil. Ooh, a whole rupee. Oh yeah, the gold cuckoo, I remember that thing. Okay, this is one of the dungeons, which... they can contain pose, I think, but I feel like I wouldn't have missed a Poe in a dungeon. It doesn't look like we missed any treasure chests, so that's good. So I'm not going to search out... I'm going to assume for now that we've gotten all the Poes in the dungeons, and if all of a sudden it turns out that we haven't, I can go back and redo all the dungeons, or run through all the dungeons in one go. If we come upon, like, a dungeon that, you know... I don't have all the treasure chests, then we'll, like, go grab them, and, you know, as well. So this we have to get across with you, right? Yeah. What do I do here again? Boomerang. That's what I do. Well, press the wrong buttons there. Where did I respawn back here? Okay. try that again. Okay, 8. Gonna still have need of your chickenness. Okay. And we go over here and we're gonna cross there when the time is right. Well, okay, looks like night is pretty much gone, which is unfortunate. Might still count as night in here, though. But I'm not sure. Also not Let's do some fishing. See what kind of fish we have here. No. Thought I hooked something, guess not. There we go. Green gill. Yeah, no, it's definitely not nighttime here now. Like how they don't even show you a map for this area. Huh. I mean, it's supposed to be the Lost Woods, right? So makes sense that they don't show you a map. Until you get here. Fortunately, at the moment, because so right now we're like exploring here, but we can't actually find any potential pose because it's daytime. So right now we're just kind of exploring for the sake of exploring. This is where we've got the Master Sword. Okay. So check out this Temple of Time. See if there's any chests or anything we missed in there. And the reason I'm worried about missing chests, because you may be like, Eric, aren't you usually pretty thorough with this stuff? And normally I am. But because in this game, when your wallet, if you don't have enough room in your wallet for for the rupees from a treasure chest, you just put it back in the treasure chest and close it back up. Which, the logic being, oh, because then you can just come back later and get it later. But makes the whole 100%ing thing kind of annoying at times. It's also annoying is the fact that, like, treasure chests in the overworld, you don't even, you know, have a way of telling, other than going and seeking them all out. I think I actually have to go over... Yeah, I have to actually go over... here to actually enter the dungeon proper. There we go. It looks like... Yeah, didn't miss any treasure chests in there, so that's awesome. It's also cool the implication that, like, there's this whole thing, like, back there that... Because it's supposed to be the same Temple of Time as from, like, Ocarina of Time. And obviously, like, so this is, like, the main room you go into at first, and obviously it's different in this one, but I guess that's just because they've, you know, made changes to it. And then here's, you know, sword room, but then there's a whole nother stuff back there behind that wall. Just interesting. And of course in the present day of Twilight Princess, where it's just a grove again, as we see here, because it's all like coming apart, and like there's plant life everywhere and such. It's very reminiscent of A Link to the Past, where the Master Sword is just like in the forest. Obviously this is a different timeline branch in A Link to the Past, but it kind of gives you an idea of the same thing that happened there. Okay, the sun is moving through the sky. Awesome. While we wait for that, what do we do while we wait for that? So we need to be night to actually search for Pose. Now, the sun is moving here as well, albeit slowly. I love the Lost Woods music. So how's everyone doing today? Hopefully you're having a good Sunday. Good, hopefully you've been having a good weekend. Let's see, so yeah, we'll finish off searching here. Then we're going to go search... Finish off searching like this area here. Then we'll head back. I need to check along that line there. Then we'll go back here, search here, double around back here, check this whole section. Then go up, and then this section will obviously take a bit more work. Then after that, we'll probably go to Eldin Province next. Lanairu, Peak, and Desert kind of... It's probably... Save the desert for last. Too bad this game doesn't have like something like Ocarina of Time with the Sun Song, so you can just like right away, unless there, I don't think there is anything so you can make it instantly night. Which is too bad, as that is definitely a nice thing with Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker. They all have that option. I think those are probably the only ones. I mean, the original Zelda 2, Link to the Past, and Link's Awakening don't have a day-night cycle. Neither do the Oracle games, or Four Swords Adventures. Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks. Skyward Sword have a day-night cycle? Yeah, it does, right? Can't remember how... If you have a way of changing between them in that one. Link Between Worlds I don't think does. I have no idea about... I doubt Triforce Heroes does. And Breath of the Wild, I think just like this one you just have to wait. I can't see the sun in the sky. So that's a good sign. It's getting late, getting darker. I doubt there's any pose over in this area. Well, I don't know, there could be. They could be anywhere. Anywhere. Let's change into the wolf. Okay, it's getting darker. Darker. Waiting for the stars, or... Does it seem dark enough? Let yawn. Okay, I'm not seeing a Poe in here. Is there anything we can dig in here? Yeah, I didn't think there was any impressed with this wolf climbing up like this. Invisible barrier. There, now we can see the stars in the sky. So it doesn't seem like there's any pose down over here, so let's head back to the lost portion of the Lost Woods. Not seeing anything here. Wolf can't climb up here, so gonna need Link for that. I like how my plan had been to just like mostly concentrate on roll goal, and here I'm like, oh, actually, let's wander around everywhere, find those souls. Okay. Where am I going now? Oh, coming up behind here. Okay. That's cool. Okay. Oh, I fell down from up there. I was like, how did I get in here again? That makes sense. Okay, so we have to then loop back around. Oh, there's birds there. Let's actually just run back in here just to double check now that it's like full on night. Okay. Okay. It's unfortunate that there's no mini map in the Lost Woods, and like I understand why. But it'd be nice if like after we've like completed that thing, we still got a mini map, so I could, because that would make it a lot easier right now for checking for pose in there, which there doesn't seem to be. If there was, I probably got them already back when I was just playing through regularly, assuming it was night at the time when I came through. That's why it would really be nice, like, yeah, like I said, if it was like the Gold Skull Tulas in Ocarina, where it actually showed you on the map. Oh yeah, you got all of them in this region. Okay, so we went up there. So go up here. Okay. 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 Oh, what's this? Okay. I think I'm being pretty thorough with my searching. Yeah, okay, so we got back there again. Now we're... Wait. Yeah, I don't think there's any pose in there. We'll definitely consider that if... We'll definitely consider this as a location, though, that if we end up, you know, not finding some... them all elsewhere, that's definitely Lost Woods, definitely something where we might need to search some more. Okay, where is this? Okay. So we'll head back here. And now that... Yeah, so now we want to go check out... Where do we go from here? How do I get over there? Or does it connect? Nope. Okay, we're gonna go explore out here, and it might connect elsewhere. Out here. Oh. Wait. Why? Does it look on the map like there should be something here? Just a random weird... I don't know. Not gonna worry about it. Back from whence we came, and then up searching elsewhere. Over here. think there was something earlier for the actual story stuff that we did in there. Yeah, you're dreaming, buddy. No need to worry. Wolf has a lot of trouble getting out of the little crater there. Okay. Now this we open up, and that gets us out to what we saw. No, that... Oh, right, okay. This we put over here. Then as the wolf, we can jump right now. Yeah, okay. That allows us to go over here like this, but... which is how I got that chest. But that doesn't help us with what we're trying to do here. But what happens when we come down here? Okay, a little cave. I'd like to search that cave out once we get to night again. Yeah, during the day we do exploration of stuff so that we know where we all want to go at night. Hey buddy, what's up? Sure. And go into his house, which is a complete and total mess. An empty book, of course, of course. Papers all over the floor. Some people. Some people. Okay. Okay, so I want to go up here and see if I can figure out a way to get to that other section from up here. Hyrule Field. See, there, doesn't... Oh, there's maybe somewhere I can dig here? Well, there's a place I can dig, that's... probably just like, yeah, rupees, maybe hearts. That's not the kind of thing we're looking for. Now this is getting further and further away, so that's getting increasingly less likely. So we want to head back there. In which case... So anything over here we can dig. Then my best bet is that it's somewhere. Well, let's follow the whole path. There, now we're getting further away. We can just go through here as... I can just go through... No. That's not it. What if I'm wearing... Nope. Well, there we go. I just need to maybe not go too far. How do I get up here now? No, it's not. It's okay. Wait. Aha, here's where I've been trying to get. Okay, so I just have to go... I do need the lantern. Okay, so I have actually been here before, though. So I figured this out in the past and just forgot. Good to know. Good to know. Found that one chest down here, though. to not get too far ahead of yourself, because the lantern takes time, I guess. That's good to know. Here's another chest. Ooh, 20 rupees. We are bringing in the riches now. Which is good, because we're going to be, you know, running out of oil for this lantern soon enough. Yep. Momentarily. 50 rupees. Okay. Okay. So I think we're going to thoroughly explore that while waiting for day to come. And then once we're done with that, or for night to come, because it is day, well, at least it was. Pretty. Hey, buddy. Oh. Awesome. Yeah. Also make sure we haven't then. Let's go wolf to go through here. Make sure we haven't missed any other chests in there, since hey, there are a fair few chests in there. This makes it a lot easier to the dead end there. Just need to be quick at going through here and try not to retread ground we've already covered as much as we can. Obviously, you know, certain extent we have to, just well to get back. Also, I'm kind of forgetting where we've all gone already. Looks like we've searched this. Yeah, this was where we just got this chest on our last run through. So looks like we've searched this pretty thoroughly. And we're good to move on. Let's go until we run out again. Okay. Let's go see if it's night time. It is. This is not actually where I want it to be. Came out the wrong end. That'll be fine. Means we're backtracking, or backtracked a bit, but not too much. Okay, so I wanted to check over in this cave area over here. So we'll go do that quickly. Okay. Otherwise, I think that's good for there. So, now we have this big field to search for any pose. So this is a bit of a bigger area we're searching here. Which means you do have to be careful not to miss anything. Now it's raining. There's this section in the middle, so it's blocking off like our sight lines as well. But we can run across. Oof. That's just like a leap downwards. Got some water here. I might try some fishing if day hits while we're still searching in here. Wait, no. Wait, I see something over there. It's an insect, though. Can we get up here? Can we latch onto... Excuse me. Do you mind? Hmm. So overall, it doesn't seem like there's any pose here. Unless I missed them. Somehow. Let's move into another area. So, Farron Province, I think, might be done. So now we want to move on to the Eldin Province. And, yeah. Just worried I missed something somewhere in here. Because of how big and open it is. I'm gonna go along the back here quickly just to be sure. Okay. Nothing. Nothing doing, it seems like. Let's let us move onwards and forwards. Okay, so we have this area here on this side of the chasm. Control search. Oh, there's an insect there. Oh, there's a cave here. Caves are interesting. Thank you for the host, Astro. Much appreciated as always. If any of y'all aren't following the Astro Path, should definitely go check him out. Shout out the Astro Path. I was playing Wind Waker. Nice, another Zelda game. Yeah, he's a fellow Canadian variety streamer, member of Team Human, and a pretty cool guy. Can I? Yes, yes, I can. I feel like I've already pretty thoroughly searched this cave. So there's unlikely to be pose in here. The thing is, what I don't know is when you're in a dark place like this, does it matter if it's day outside or not? So even though I think I've searched this pretty thoroughly. There's possibility that there's still a Poe in here. If nothing else, we're getting a bit of money from this. And some arrows. We definitely need more arrows. Or bombs. We have them attached to their bomb arrows. Does it just show whatever one we have less of is? It's definitely, that definitely makes sense. I mean, the intended thing to do here is to be burning these down with your lantern, but I'm just like, yeah, screw that. We're just, you know, the flame from a bomb arrow works just fine. Okay, well, we search this place thoroughly. Nothing in here. Okay, we have 90 arrows, so yeah, so it's 19 is the bombs. That makes sense. This thing that's much more limited at the moment. Okay. And then let us escape back out. Pretty thoroughly searched this side. Let us cross the bridge. So we'll search kind of around here. Kind of go around kind of the outer edge. We don't want to go up there quite yet. Up here. Okay, so that's to move onward, and night is ending. Okay. What is... That's the way to Kakariko over there. So we're going to want to search here some more, but for the moment... Let's go back to the water over this way, and we're going to do a bit of fishing while we wait for night to come again. Okay. Just attack them and then keep going. Okay. Doesn't matter if they see us transform. Fishing rod. Can we not fish? We can't fish here. This is just way too shallow. Is all this water too shallow? I saw some fish in the water earlier. Yeah, that's definitely very shallow water. Was there other water here somewhere? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Weird. I could have sworn I saw fish in the water when I was going by. There's no, like... nothing up here. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Where are... we're gonna head over there again. And we're nearing the end. So I think I'm just gonna spend the rest just working on the roll goal. Although I'm gonna mark down in my notes that we searched, what was it? Ordana and Farron Province Postals. Soul search. So Ordana check. Farron check. So where was... maybe double check Lost Woods. I don't know. Lost Woods. I don't know if that's actually called Lost Woods. That section of Farron Woods, but that's what I'm marking it down as in my notes. So yeah, maybe double check that later at some point. goal for a bit. Ooh, okay, careful, careful. That wasn't careful. That was not very careful. No, not great, not great. Careful, careful. Got it, got it. Nice. Unlock the frog lure. But there's more levels of roll goal yet. So we'll leave and come back. There's 64 levels in total. That was just 8. Harder version with shorter time limits. Okay. That makes sense. So there's 64, but there's 8. Well, it's 8 times 8, so. So 8 times 8, yeah, so then that means that 8 different. I guess with each 8 rounds, kind of with each one getting faster. That's neat. Like right now, you know, it's just 20 seconds faster. Which isn't an issue. Well, but as once we get through this set, then I'm guessing the next. So the first one was 3 minutes. Then like the second round of all 8 is 2:40. Then I'm guessing the next one will be. Third round will be 2:20. Fourth round will be 2 minutes, and then I guess, yeah, keep going down until the... until just 40 seconds for the 8th round. Eric, it's not 40 seconds right now though, it's 2:40. Don't rush. You can take your time. You have plenty of time. Oh crap. That wasn't me rushing, that was me accidentally moving the Wiimote way too much. Whoa. Ah. I lost my sense of what was centered for the Wiimote, and then I was just like, well, that's it. That's the end. The end. Well. So I have to, like, you know, do it back so it comes back at me. That's where I lose the sense of what is centered. There we go. Yeah, this set isn't so bad. So once we get back into like the 7th level again, that's where we're gonna. Well, maybe sooner. I don't remember what all the others were, but. Because until we get like the ones where it has like. As long as it's, you know, doesn't have vertical movement, if it's just like straight as far as a horizontal goes, well, as long as it's just essentially two-dimensional path, like it's just about being patient and not rushing. Once it actually gets to, like, you have to get... I think there's ones where you have to get over stuff, and then also the ones where it goes down and then back up. That's where it gets, like, really tricky. Two, 4... Imagine doing this one with like 40-second time limit, as I imagine we're eventually going to have to do. Ah, crap. Lost my sense of what was like, yeah, centered. Careful. Got it. Whew. Oh yeah, I was looking like the time and my stream time, and I'm like, why does it say it's 6:47 if I've been live for 2 hours 44 minutes? All right, because I did start a couple minutes late. Just so. Oh yeah, here's one where it goes down a bit. This one isn't too bad. It just has the one section. It does have this longer turn that's a bit, and then over here again, which means you have to be patient. Oh. First try. First tree. Okay. Two, 6. Nice, nice. But I see also why like 7 gives me so much. It's giving me so much issue. Now I go back and see, oh, the first 6 or whatever, and the difficulty change from 6 to 7 is definitely far bigger than the difficulty change between any of the earlier ones. But we did beat it today, so in fact that's 20 seconds less time, because our problem wasn't the time limits, so we beat it once. Today we can beat it again. Yeah, it's just a matter of that second. So there isn't anything where it goes up, it's just going down. Well, it goes up after going down, but yeah, I couldn't remember if there were any of the earlier puzzles that had it going up as well. It's really just that second one that's the tricky part. I mean, the trickiest part. Obviously, I can mess up on I can and do mess up on this first part. Quite a bit. But the really tricky part is the second one, just because of the fact that you have less time to... Well, that was... to stop after it. Less time and less space means a trickier place. Yeah, I stopped, but then I went back down. Oh. Curious to see how speedrunners do this. Like, is there anybody that actually speedruns this mini-game? Okay, we're about to run out of money. One more try after this, so... Okay, last try, because we are down to 1 rupee. Oh. Okay. Starstream, we are on 1-7, now we're on 2-7. So that's not too shabby. What kind of fish can we catch actually out here? Also just realized we haven't saved it all today. I'm like, you know what? It's good to save, even if we're probably ending soon. I'm just going to save anyway. Oh. This is moving. Water moving pretty quickly. Probably can't fish in here. Oh well. Over here. Wasn't it over here somewhere where we did the fishing though? That's where we go to get to the ice place. I feel like it's somewhere out here where we fish. There's a rock over here. Is that something we can blow up? Looks like something we can blow up. Looks something we can blow up. Got some nice money. Yeah. I think this is where we're going to call it. I'm going for almost 3 hours. So made some progress on roll goal, caught some fish, learned some stuff. And forgot some stuff, but that's fine. We are gonna go raid somebody, and I will be back tomorrow, same time normal, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, not Daylight Time. So we are gonna go find. Yeah, so tomorrow with Super Mario Brothers 35, continuing on with that and trying to level up as much as I can. Tuesday's my day off. Wednesday will be picking up again with Kirby's Dream Course. I missed that last week, but get back to that. Maybe beat it, maybe not. Thursday, Word Searcher. Friday... So yeah, starting Word Searcher. Friday's continuing with Super Monkey Ball. Hopefully beating the advanced courses. Next Saturday is the Star Wars RPG. And then Sunday, we're back with... Well, Sunday we're doing another 12-hour marathon, hopefully. I still owe 4 of those. So hopefully doing one of those then. And specifically... So that'll be, starting 8 or 9 a.m. as opposed to normal stream time 4 p.m. But and that'll be a Mega Man marathon. Working on 100%ing those Mega Man games. So as for who we're going to raid, let's see here. We could raid somebody playing Spider-Man Miles Morales. Or Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. Or Assassin's Creed 4. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Or Link's crossbow training. I think we might, if nobody has a preference, I think we might go with Link's crossbow training, considering that's the same Link as in this game. It's a, spin-off from this game or whatever, so that would be some pretty good connection there. And nobody seems to have a preference, so that's, I think, where we're going to go. Hyrule Holly, who met recently when another stream I was in raided her stream. I think that Ken Key that raided her? Maybe Salty Sabrina? I don't know. Recently I was in a stream, raided her, so checked out her stream, was fun. So I think that's where we're going to head over to. So if anybody wants to join me on the raid, you are welcome to do so. Thanks everyone for coming out. Those who chatted, those who just lurked, those who hosted or auto-hosted. You're all wonderful people. Thank you for hanging out. It's been a blast, and I will see you all later. Make sure I've copied the raid message. And yeah, thanks. And it's been a blast, and bye.